Okay, I know I'm looking a little crazy right now, but this is a glam work in progress, so I'm going somewhere with this, I swear. Hello, Starlets. I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. I make videos to inspire you to be the best version of yourself and live your dreams. So if you want to be an Everyday Starlet, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Today, I'm going old school. Well, not old school, but maybe like a few years ago. I don't know. The world moves quick nowadays. I'm actually bringing you a makeup tutorial because I have actually had a lot of requests for a makeup tutorial. I don't mean in that like YouTuber way where they're like, everybody's been asking me about my skincare and nobody's really been asking. I actually have been getting a lot of messages. I've been getting a lot of people that have been commenting on videos asking me why I don't do makeup tutorials anymore, which I'm gonna get into. I've been kind of doing the same makeup look or a variation on the same makeup look on my Instagram a lot, and I've been getting a lot of people commenting on my makeup or wondering if I'll do a tutorial. And so I kind of thought, you know what, I know I haven't done a tutorial in a while, maybe it's time. So I'm gonna do a quick smoky eye look, and I kind of feel like I want to do a little bit of a chit chat about like what I'm doing, where I'm going with my channel, because I kind of feel like a lot of the people who are gonna be watching this type of video are gonna be the people who were with me initially when my YouTube was just a beauty channel, because we're old friends, right? Of course. I'm gonna attempt to do my makeup and talk at the same time. I'm not good at doing both. I usually need to like do one and then the other. But we'll see how this goes. If you guys wanna see how I get my Instagram smoky eye look, then just keep watching. I actually already did my base makeup. I think I might film an updated base makeup video. I don't think any of my products have really changed, but I feel like you guys always, my base makeup videos always seem to be popular. I don't know why everybody's so obsessed with what I put as base, but I might do an updated one. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Thumbs up, comment. Yeah, I did my brows too, so I'm basically just gonna do my eye makeup for this video and show you a smoky eye look that I've been doing a lot on Instagram, and I'm gonna talk to you about some variations on it and how I switch it up too. But I start all my eye makeup looks with an eyeshadow primer. I find it really does make a difference. If you don't think it makes a difference and you just don't have oily eyelids or whatever, you can always skip this step, that's fine. But I have to say that eyeshadow primer has been a major game changer for me. I never, even if I'm just throwing on like a quick eyeshadow look, I always throw on an eye primer because it's totally changed the game with my oily eyelids. I'll be honest with you, and I've done reviews on eyeshadow primers before, I don't really find a lot of them are very different. I don't know, I always seem to grab from my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I don't know, all the shadow primers I've tried tend to work about the same. This is just the one I always reach for. And this is actually my mini beauty blender. I swear I washed this, but it just is kind of stained and it's chipped. You can chip a beauty blender. You don't really need the small one. Honestly, I really only use them for my eyeshadow primer. So I actually am doing this look because so many people were asking me about the eyeshadow look I've been wearing a lot on Instagram. I kind of feel like when I get a lot of questions on Instagram, like people ask me all the time for my skincare routine, I find it really convenient if I have a YouTube video that I can just link them to and just say, this is how I do it. So that's kind of how I've been coming up with YouTube video ideas lately. If you guys have any video ideas that you really want from me, just keep asking me on Instagram and eventually I'll probably make a YouTube video about it. That's how it works. And I will link my Instagram below as well. If you're not already following me on there, I'm on there a lot, so you should check me out there. One of the reasons why I hesitated doing this video, even though this has been my go-to eye makeup look, I love a good smoky eye. I love like a cool tone smoky eye. All my favorite smoky eye palettes are discontinued. I don't know why they keep doing that and why there can't be a good smoky eye palette that just stays. I don't know. For this one, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. I have a review on this. I think I've used this in a few makeup videos before. I love this. I don't know why they're discontinuing it. So this is kind of my go-to smoky eye palette. Another one that I like that's also been discontinued is the Kat Von D Fetish Palette, which I also have a review on. The shadows on this one give more fallout than on the Ultimate Basics. So this one I love because I love the I love the navy. Like if I want to do this look with like navy colors, I love this because I love the navies in here. And I love the reds too. They're really pretty. I don't tend to reach for this necessarily if I'm just doing a smoky eye look, but I also loved the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. That was actually my wedding palette, which is weird to talk about because I'm getting divorced, but I mean, my wedding makeup lasted all day. My wedding makeup lasted longer than my marriage. That's a bad joke. But you know what? If you can't laugh through the pain, what are you gonna do, right? Reason number one why I'm not really strictly a beauty channel anymore, for one, is I get so frustrated when I try to share things with you guys and things keep getting discontinued, and then I constantly feel like I have to constantly buy new products and use new products to share with you because I don't want to be linking things that you guys can't get access to, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to do that today. The rambly part of this is that I'm hoping that you guys can take the technique that I'm using and, you know, find your favorite smoky eye palette and then use that to make this look. I can already see the comments below like, you talk too much, the video doesn't even start for 12 minutes. I apologize. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Below right here. I adore the shade, and I'm actually getting a dent in it, which is making me super nervous because I don't think you can get this palette anymore. If you can, I will totally link it below, but I don't think you can get this palette anymore. I love this because it is like the perfect, for me at least, it's the perfect like sort of bone color with a hint of shimmer, and just, this is just the perfect base for me. I just love it. And I actually put it all over the lid. I know a lot of people ask about where my brushes are from. This is a Real Techniques Bold Metals brush that I kind of love. It's quite large, but I kind of like it when I'm doing like a light shade all over the lid, like basically from lash line up to brow bone. And for me, on me, this shade works really well as like an all over. And it's really, it gives me a hint of shimmer, but it also, you know, sets my shadow primer. I know that a lot of people really loved when I did my sort of like makeup collection or like my massive reviews where I would like review a whole bunch of like lipsticks side by side or a whole bunch of eyeliner side by side and stuff, and I loved making those videos for you. That stuff costs a lot of money. I'm not on a lot of PR lists. I'm on some. I'm on Urban Decay's PR list. I think I bought this before I was on their PR list, so I don't think this was something I got from the PR. And I'm grateful for the amazing companies that do send me PR, but I'm not on a lot of PR lists. A lot of the stuff that you've seen me review has come out of my own pocket, and it has also put me in massive debt. And I don't want you to be in debt any more than I want me to be in debt. But I also need to make money, so that's why like my links are affiliate links, because I get a little bit of money from them, and I get a little bit of money from ads on YouTube, but it's very little. And it doesn't offset the amount that I have to spend in order to make the beauty videos. So that's one of the reasons why I've kind of started shifting away from just doing beauty videos. It's not because I don't love beauty and not because I don't love doing this. And again, I can't do this at the same time and talk. Sorry about that. So, all right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the shade Magnet down here, which is this beautiful gray shade. And again, I'm using another Real Techniques Bold Metals. I love Real Techniques brushes, and the Bold Metals are just so pretty, so that's why I kind of go for that. I do tap off some of the excess so that it doesn't get too massive. And I'm kind of really just focused on the crease, and more the crease on the outside and kind of like the outer part of the lid. So yeah, so that's kind of one of the reasons why I've kind of shifted away from making strictly beauty videos. There's also the aspect that what I do for makeup, especially with makeup tutorials, is not that revolutionary. You know, and I feel like, you know, I mean, I'm not Nikki Tutorials, I'm not Jaclyn Hill, and that's fine. They're awesome, they're amazing. I'm just not them, you know, I'm not like a celebrity makeup artist. I'm not doing all these, you know, crazy amazing looks, and you know, it just, the stuff that I do isn't really like highly searchable, which is why I feel like, you know, when I do a makeup technique like this, I want it to be because, you know, people who actually follow me, you know, are following my Instagram and actually paying attention and are like, I want to see how you did that look, you know what I mean? Which is why I'm doing this video. Okay, so now that I kind of have like sort of a crease base, I'm going to go in with Blackjack, which is the pitch black shade here. I'm going to kind of use the same brush. I'm definitely going to go light. I shake a lot of it off the brush because I'm really just trying to like deepen up this look. And I feel like the beauty industry right now is just so competitive. I mean, it was when I started. I didn't really get in on it at the time when like all you had to do was start a beauty channel and you immediately had 100,000 followers. You know, I got in on it sort of a little bit late, and then it's just gotten even more competitive. I'm feeling like I spent enough time doing reviews and trying out new products and spent a ton of money trying out new products. I kind of feel like I know what I like, and every once in a while, new products, sometimes they'll spark my eye, sometimes I'll be interested. I always like experimenting with makeup, but I'm not really as drawn to like constantly purchasing new products. Beauty blogging in general tends to gravitate towards just a clean brush. I'm just gonna blend things in. It tends to kind of encourage, you know, both the both the bloggers and the consumers, it kind of encourages you to constantly need to buy new things. Like I did my skincare routine video probably like a year ago, and you know, I keep sharing it when people ask about my skincare routine because it really hasn't changed, because I found the products that I like and I'm not really motivated to try new things. I get stuff in my inbox all the time like try my new skincare brand, and they may be great, but I'm just not really that interested in testing something out and, you know, having my skin, you know, either react badly or, you know, maybe it'll react great or whatever. I'm just kind of like, I'm very settled in what I'm using. Every once in a while, a new product, especially with makeup, will kind of catch my eye and I'll want to play around with it. But when it comes to makeup, I'm really just into sort of just playing with what I have. Getting back to the eye makeup look, this is sort of like the base when I do a smoky eye, and then I kind of mix it up with what I put on the actual lid. I'm gonna kind of go with a more complicated, intense option today because I'm doing it for a video. You can easily just take any shadow color that you want, preferably something shimmery, although it doesn't have to be, and then just sort of like, you know, add it to the base part of the lid. You can do that, keep it simple, add a nice color. I actually did a makeup look for Instagram the other day, I don't know if it's up yet or not, where I kind of just added like a shimmery violet color because my look was violet. I tend to go with more of like a neutral, maybe like a champagne-y, or you could do like a silver, especially if you're doing like a night out dramatic look. Like a beautiful silver would be gorgeous. Gold would look nice too. For this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some concealer. Basically just sort of like lightens the lid so that whatever you put there will pop. I mean, this is a totally optional step, and I feel like it's really good if you have a concealer that maybe is a little bit too light for you. It's a good way to kind of use it up. Like I have the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I love the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's the only concealer that I actually like for under my eyes. And this is in the shade Chantilly, which ended up being a little bit too light for me. So I actually use this as sort of like a base color on my lid. I'm not doing like a formal cut crease. I'm gonna blend it in so there's not gonna be a harsh line like a cut crease. So yeah, so another reason why I haven't really been doing as much beauty stuff on YouTube, or I haven't been doing a lot of YouTube videos in general, is I just been really focused on my Instagram. My Instagram has been growing really rapidly. My Instagram was really dead for a long time. Like I wasn't seeing any growth. I wasn't seeing any changes. It just, you know, it would say like, oh, you have like 2 new followers, and I'd look and it's like, oh, I've lost like 10 and I gained 2. So it was kind of like this vicious cycle. About a year or a little bit more than a year ago, I'm just gonna blend this in with my beauty blender very delicately. I wasn't really posting a lot on Instagram because I wasn't motivated, because I wasn't really getting anywhere. So I basically just decided that I was going to post something on Instagram in my feed once a day, every day. I didn't really know for how long. I was just gonna keep posting. And I did that, and it was slow at first. I just kept kind of growing in my confidence on Instagram, and you know, in my photography skills. I'd say 99% of all my photos on Instagram are self-taken. You know, I have like a remote, no, I have a video on how I do that too. You know, now my Instagram is kind of blowing up, and that's kind of where I've been spending most of my time. So my YouTube has kind of gotten a little bit stagnant because I haven't been posting here as much. So if you're ever wondering where I am, it's probably Instagram. You can always find me there. Again, there's a lot of different options you could do. What I'm gonna do, because I feel like what I did in the makeup look that I get the most comments on for this look, because I've been doing different variations on this look on Instagram, I'm gonna use the Stila, what is this technically called? Shimmer and Glow. Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Kitten. This is kind of like their signature color. And I'm just gonna kind of go in and just kind of put it kind of where I put the concealer. I like to blend in one eye and then the other because the stuff I do find tends to dry pretty quickly. But you could do this step without using the concealer first. The shadow pops a little bit more when you do it that way. That's all it is. So my Instagram has kind of become a little bit more lingerie, and I've been doing more body confidence, body positivity, and especially stuff for people with fuller busts. Because I have a fuller bust. I've done a few like DIYs and bra reviews and stuff like that on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't let me monetize those videos, or they say they're not suitable for most advertisers. So I'm gonna do my eyeliner now. This is the Stila Stay All Day liner. This is my favorite liner. I did a massive review of liquid liners, and this is still my number one, my favorite forever, my love. If any of you are looking for eyeliner advice, my number one piece of advice when it comes to liquid liner is practice. I've had people criticize my liquid liner skills. I had one video where people were just like bashing it, and I was like, people were like angry about how I was playing my eyeliner, and I remember thinking like, God, of all the things in the world to get angry about, like why are you angry about how someone applies eyeliner? If you don't like it, just apply it differently. I love eyeliner. Nobody takes eyeliner more serious than me, but like it's really not that serious. Which is another thing, like I don't get a lot of hate comments, which I'm grateful for. I really am. Like I'm eternally grateful, and I know probably part of it is because, you know, I don't have like a massive channel. If I had a bigger channel, I might, you know, obviously the bigger you get, the more hate you're gonna get, and like I understand that. I'm very grateful for the people who comment on my channel, and I'm also very grateful that the people that do are, you know, generally extremely nice and wonderful, and I love the community that I have. I'm actually just gonna kind of clean up some of the like underneath part. If it's really messy, sometimes you may want to put a little bit of concealer under here. Mine's not, it's just a little bit of shadow that got a little bit lower than it should have gotten. But you know, there's a lot of drama in the beauty community, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not gonna bring it up because I don't really have any stake in any of it, so I'm not trying to start drama or anything, but I just feel like there's so much drama in the beauty community, and a part of me just doesn't really, I'm not as excited about watching a lot of beauty YouTubers, and I've met a lot of beauty YouTubers, whether online and some I've met in person, and some have been wonderful, some maybe not so much, but you know, even people who I like them either personally or I like their personality. I'm really excited that a lot of people in the beauty community, especially ones that I've been following and that I've kind of gotten to know online, are taking their channel in like different directions, and we're not all just doing the same videos over and over again. You know, it's not like everyone does the exact same tag video and then everybody does the same, you know, same makeup look and everyone reviews the same products. Like, I'm glad that there are people taking things in different directions, because it means that they can find their unique audience and people get more unique, and I think that makes the whole YouTube space more interesting. But I also feel like I don't necessarily watch the same people as much anymore, because as much as I like them and I still subscribe to them because I want to support them, like their videos aren't necessarily geared towards me, which is fine. Nobody has to gear their video towards me. I'm just one person. We all make videos for, you know, our own audience and the people we want to find. But I also don't find myself watching beauty videos quite as much anymore. I don't really watch as many YouTube videos as I used to in general, because I kind of feel like I've been focused on doing other things. I'm actually going to take the same brush. I didn't put any more product on it. I'm just kind of going in and blending it, shading it, tweaking it a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to do mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes. I desperately need to get another lash lift and tint. I loved having mine. I have a video. I actually have two videos, I think, because I did it at two different places. I have two different videos talking about it. I'd love to do it again. It's just a matter of like, I actually have to like schedule the appointment and find time, but I loved having a lash lift and tint. I'm just not a false lash person. It's just not my thing. I've tried them. Probably if I did them more often, I'd get more comfortable, kind of like liquid liner. The mascara I'm gonna use is my Pure Big Look. This is my favorite mascara. My favorite mascara is the Clarins Truly Waterproof. They got rid of that. I could cry just thinking about it. I still have a few stashed away, but I'm terrified to use them. I'm like saving them for like if I ever meet the queen or something like that. Like she would care how my lashes looked, but whatever. This one for me is like runner-up. And I've tried a lot of mascaras. Like, I mean a lot of mascaras, and this is the only other one that even I feel like comes close. And when I have like a lash lift, it looks like I'm wearing false lashes. So yeah, I kind of feel like, you know, I wanted my channel originally, like my blog, I originally started my blog Everyday Starlet, and I was doing like everything. I was doing like recipes and beauty and fitness and fashion and home decor, and I was doing like everything, and it was kind of a bit much. It was overwhelming. And then when I started my YouTube channel, I was kind of trying to do that too, like just do everything all at once, and I just felt like I couldn't really focus and find like my niche and find my audience. And now that I feel like I've been doing this for a while, I'm actually just gonna go in with my liner and just touch that up a little bit. Sometimes it gets messed up when you do mascara. Kind of feel like now I'm bringing it back a little bit. I want to throw in some beauty videos here and there when I get requests and stuff. I kind of want to make my channel a little bit more sort of about glamour and like do-it-yourself glamour, and you know, definitely with an old Hollywood vibe. This is just my favorite face powder right now, which is the Hourglass Veil setting powder. I did my concealer already off camera, so I'm just setting that. Okay, now I'm going to go on my lower lash line. I'm gonna take the shade Blackjack, which was the black shade that I used in the outer corners, and I'm basically just gonna, I don't go all the way across, I just kind of focus on the outer edge. That was a little bit more than I intended to do, but. So yeah, I kind of feel like I wanna bring this channel sort of almost full circle, where it's more about DIY glamour and a DIY glam lifestyle. But my Instagram is very, you know, lingerie, body positive kind of stuff, and so I definitely want that feeling to carry over here. And I always feel like makeup and beauty and skincare and hair and everything, it's all part of feeling beautiful and feeling confident and self-love and self-care, and so I do still want to include that. I just don't feel like that's the only thing that I want to talk to you guys about. I do like to kind of go in with my favorite highlighter. It's my current favorite highlighter, which is the Fenty Beauty Mean Money and the Hustler Baby. And I like to kind of go in and this is kind of what I use for highlighting. I'll highlight the other areas of my face later, but I kind of like to just sort of hit the brow bone, just kind of gives it a little bit of a pop. I just smear, I don't mean smear, that sounds gross, but just kind of smudge it on the bottom edge here. If I like really want to pop, I will go in with the Fenty Diamond Balm. I mean, again, this is totally customizable. It's just a technique. It's just kind of going in with a brighter, more dramatic highlight in the inner corner. Just kind of gives the eyes a little bit of a pop. And then, you know, it's kind of like you have that dramatic, like going from the really dark smoky shade on the outside to like having like a bright pop of sort of diamond color on the inside. That's the eye makeup look. It's customizable. You can put pretty much any shade. I mean, I've done like a lilac or anything like that you want as the pop of color, or you know, you could go with a brighter color or anything like that. But yeah, this is how it works. So I'm actually gonna do the rest of my makeup, and I'll meet you back here for probably the outro. Okay, so here's the finished look right here. I just didn't get dressed because I figured if I'm gonna go with a red lip and red nails, I might as well go full on Marilyn, and I feel like what's more Marilyn Monroe than red lips and a white terry cloth robe, right? Right? Who knows? So I decided to go with a red lip for this look, but honestly, I feel like this kind of smoky eye look can kind of go with so many different lip colors. I mean, I wear this sometimes when I do like a pink lip, either bright or pale, or like a nude lip, because I feel like the eyes are dramatic enough so that it can kind of pull off almost any lip color. I just kind of want to go with some Marilyn vibes. Don't know why, because I always want Marilyn vibes, let's be serious. For those of you that are gonna ask, because I always get asked this question, what lip color I'm wearing, and then I always forget because people always ask like a year after I posted the video. This is Mary Jo K and Diamond Milk, Kylie Cosmetics, Fenty Beauty. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this smoky eye tutorial. I'm really apologize for being so rambly, but I just figured the people that are gonna come here for a smoky eye makeup tutorial are probably people who have been following me for a while and kind of want to know what's up. So please don't comment below that I talk too much. I know I talk too much. I apologize for it a million times, so just please don't comment that, please. But yeah, like I said, I kind of want to incorporate a lot of different videos into my channel and keep it all kind of in like this sort of like DIY glamour vibe. It's not that I'm completely giving up on beauty completely. It's just that I want to throw in some other things and mix it up and not just have Everyday Starlet be just a beauty channel, because as much as I love beauty, I love, you know, makeup, skincare, you know, hair, you know, nails, I love it all. I do. I kind of want to mix it up, and I don't want to just be a beauty channel. I want to be known for glamour in all areas of life. Sounds so profound. Hopefully you guys are gonna follow along with me on this journey, and you know, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I have a lot of, you know, body positivity and inspirational kind of stuff going on there, and I kind of like, that's been doing so well. I kind of want to try to transition that feeling onto my YouTube channel. if that makes any sense. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want more DIY glamour in everyday life and you want to be an everyday starlet, then be sure you hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on all my social media channels, especially Instagram. They will all be linked in the description box below, along with a link to all the products in this video that I can find. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.